Hello, guides and goddesses. Welcome to Psi Divine. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My readings are different. If you like them, or you just like the audio, whatever, make sure you subscribe, like, or comment, or not. Just watch, that's cool too. Now, let's dive into messages for the week ahead. I'm going to start with world news just because we're moving into the ladders. And just again, this is what's going on in the world around you. I don't get the energy of anything major going on with any of you on an individual level, but I'm going to go by sign, by elements too. So this could change. These messages can change as we go along. But let's dive into the letters and see what's going on in the world around us for the next week. I believe that is the 9th through the 15th of January 2022. Oh. Okay. So I do get the sense of a major event. Okay. Provocation is the word I get. Okay, these letters look sketchy. All right. So if you're new to the channel, I do my readings with a variety of methods. So, I do consider my messages mostly complete when all the letters fit and it makes sense. So let's see where we go here. If you'd like to skip through quickly, look for the waving of the hands, and you can come back in and watch from there. So the first word I see is bode. I'm not sure what that word means. Okay, but then after that, I saw that. Okay, I get the energy of a collective movement to get something going. This is nowhere near the message. However, with this being the first message, I do feel like I need to go further. This is, okay, it's not like it's an action of variation, like it can be altered. This involves some decision, courtroom. It could be Supreme Court action. This can be questioning, questioning the action. Okay, let's move out of that. Well, that's not always the worst word there now, is it? Okay, again, a blank. Ooh. There's going to be some story, news story, about somebody doing, this will be about a famous person doing drugs. Yeah. This can be more than one. An experience. Ooh. There's going to be some news about 4 people. Can be 4 people. Something about some drug story with 4 people. This can be celebrity news. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to get out of people's data like that. I'm looking at that like, well, who could it be? But why is it involve 4 people? I hope it's not 4 people hurt. I'm going to pull a quick card. Just, what's the doing blow? Just being nosy. Clarify this event. Okay, so looks like 4 people, maybe something, 3, 4 people. I don't know. Somebody gets something they shouldn't have got. So this could be bad drugs, being caught with drugs, whatever it is. It's all attention around a circle of people. And clarify surrender. Hope is not surrendering a life. Oh. Oh. Okay. So, yeah. There can be a group of people who get the wrong stuff. Or given something that, like it's strong, like it's gonna be strong stuff. And someone ups the ante because it's not something like it's not real. Yeah, it's not real. So this can be 3 or 4 people. Jesus. I'm gonna get out of that. Okay, let's start a little new message to see if there's anything else. World news, events. Okay. Wide. I don't know why I hear wide receiver. I see an image of football. Is this? I hate sports. I'm sorry. I don't like sports. Is there something sportsy going on? Okay, whatever. News about loans. News about loans. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of extra hands in the cookie jar that affect the world at this time, obviously. There's some type of news you may hear. I do not know. Wow, it's 5:55, just as I'm looking at my clock. Anyways, there's some kind of news you guys are going to be hearing. I don't think this is going to be news. One of y'all is going to hear something impactful about loan debt. It does affect you in some way. Guides says. Experience. I just heard we are the debt in a loan. We are the debt in a loan, or maybe it is a loan. I just heard slavery. Wow, that's an ugly word. Oh goodness. What the heck is this? I'm gonna pull a few cards for this, just curious. It's some type of clarify. Games of the dark and devious. It's a game of choice. How long will you accept unwellness? Is what I heard. I know that's not a word. Unwellness. So this is my card of the time wasters, right? Time cheats. Cheating time. Take what you will from that data. Alternative timelines. This is an act of the selves, is what I'm hearing. Act of the self. Act of self. Okay. It feels like, once again, on a cosmic universal, around the planet level, the correct questions are not being asked in a loud enough fashion. Those who can cheat time do so without explanation. At the bottom, smash and pass. This is usually a sex card, but it can, in this instance, be like, sticking a big one to the planet or grabbing them, holding the planet by the short and curlies. As I say that, sensual insanity appears. So it takes... What? Okay, this is weird. I don't know this song. It almost sounds like Public Enemy. I heard it takes a nation of millions to hold us back. So this feels like a time or continuation of things that make you not go, but things that make you go, grr. I know that's not a great animal sound. I'm sorry. I can't draw either. So there's that. Ooh. So this is a time of belief. Believe what you see. Believe even what you've been told. And you must make decisions for yourself. I know these are upside down. It says, please yourself. But it's in reverse to me. So this is more than the selves. This is more than a single self, because we are in a time where things affect everyone. So I think that is where things get to ultimately. What comes after the high emotions? Well, there will be more public or news awareness or expression of WTF. And it's not real, it's more of an attempt to be on the right side of emotion. Others, perhaps even the guides and goddesses here, you begin to see the lack of logic, the lack of thought, the lack of concern. This feels like seeing more imagery or videos or stories about what makes sense. This begins, clarify. This begins an attempt at a push beyond, a push over the hill of catastrophic response. It's controlling, what do they call it? Controlling the narrative, controlling the energy. Like, okay, let's see. I can't think of an example except exactly what's in my head. Okay, so let's say I told you about this situation we're going through right now, right? But before, I was all for what was going on. And then halfway through, when people start asking the right questions, and the hate energy starts to shift, or looks like it can be shifted, this would be like taking the Play-Doh ball of energy and shaping it before it shapes itself. I hope that made sense. So there's going to be an attempt to control energy, to heal through making other people look bad. Some people who, if you haven't seen it now, the stage play, it's a shifting of the actor's role. It's like, the werewolf finally becoming the werewolf at the end of the movie after being, well, not the end of the movie, or maybe it is, I don't know. But the werewolf finally becomes the werewolf after being like a really nice person in a business suit. There's going to be some type of hysteria, right? People becoming more aggressive. You may even hear a story about how what's going on affects everyone on a sensual level. And there's okay. So yeah. You're gonna hear something about the level of selfishness of the world around. This may involve where you live and what type of business or finances are connected to that, right? Okay. Where there's going to be some, isn't that nice? So there's going to be some conversations. It is a pre-planned vow. Again, as I said, shifting of energy. It feels like a vow to protect. We're going to protect you. It's an interference play. I don't know how that ties to sports, but I just saw sports in my head. Again, I don't like sports. What's going on with sports? Okay, I don't know. Maybe there's someone in sports who's going to get something bad happens because of some lab tests that were run. Maybe somebody can't play sports. You'll hear about that next week. Anywho, let's move on to this. Let's clarify the new data. I'm going with the minds of the others. So something they've been sitting on for a minute is going to come forward. They're going to, yeah. Got to balance out that chaos. That's the fucking card. Got to balance out that chaos, right? There's going to be some story. I just saw an image. Okay. So I don't know if it's going to be that far, but there's some laboratory that may say something about what's needed and what's not needed at this time regarding the sticky. Okay. Tell them more about the data. So this involves the test. So there's a company trying to be greedy. These can be backroom deals of propriety, property, controlling the output, controlling exclusivity, rights, all or nothing. Because they'll do better with that. And this is experimental. So this is somebody who's getting a little being greedy. Somebody who's being greedy, but the greed, because greed is here twice. And this involves the testing. Who can do better in pricing? So there's a story that's going to sound one way, but it's really about prices and deals and backroom data. Somebody better be glad that they got the hookup. This can be somebody in the back of everything that you're hearing, who's putting out a news story to layeth down the smacketh on a company. Clarify the actions of the lab. Somebody's going to be honest about what the test really can do, what it does, what it cannot do. This could be a recall. It's a recall, and it's connected to a company that doesn't want that out there. They're not going to want that out there because it's going to make things difficult. And it stops opinion, trust. It messes with the trust. It's a need, but there's a malfunction. It's malfunction until they can fix it. So there's worry. There may be some conservative person who tries to help shape this narrative. But be aware of lies. Someone promised something and it fails. So this can be somebody, you may hear something about the tests or the at-home tests. And I keep getting the experiment card. So there's great loss for some lab situation. And secrets. So someone's boasting. Be aware of a major pharmaceutical or medical company boasting of this product that works. That's not, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Wow. So there's a loss of trust and a loss of journey, travel. This can be around health and safety. Efficacy is the word. Efficacy? Efficacy. Oh, that's weird. Um, can't take the test. Don't take the test. So, okay. Okay, we hate to say this, but it feels more like a battle. It feels like a battle for propriety. To have the rights to something, to do something. Someone's getting the brand, take the, okay, what, the patent? Is this patent is this patent? Don't test me. Is this around the back? So I don't know how public this data is going to be, but there's something going on around the patent of the sticky, or somebody mentioning it. This can't be going on in back rooms. Someone's testing needs to be, someone's creation is on hold. It's not okay. The release, the better release, upgraded, updated, the release of it is on hold. It is a sketchy thing because someone doesn't want it. Like there's like some who do want it and some who don't. Interesting. Will this be public news? Will this be written news? It's news. Oh. Will this be visible? Wow, it's just happening in the back. Okay. Will a false story be given? Okay. Okay, so there's a false story given about a promised invention around the sticky because it's on hold. So false information is put forth because they know it's going to work. Magic testing. So this can involve the testing at home. Okay. So pay attention to that kind of news. Let's move on into the individual slide. I'm going to get out of that data. Yeah, I'm going to get out of that data. Let's see what's going on with you, guides and goddesses, individually by the elements, because it's a little bit faster. All right, fire signs. The week ahead. Like 10-ish days. 10 days. I heard the fiddle. The fiddle? What? Okay. Oh, that's weird. Okay, the fiddle. Fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, 7 days ahead. Ooh. Okay. So that doesn't, I'm going to turn these right side up. Let's just not, we don't need to do scary tarot, do we? Okay. So be aware of being pulled back into old situations. Now, if this is work, you may be asked to do something you know you don't want to do. That's not safe. It feels like others putting you between a rock and a hard place into a risky situation. Let's clarify. Okay, so be aware of, be aware of somebody trying to do something stupid that's going to put you on a whole different timeline. Don't get involved with other people's BS, because it'll be you that has to explain yourself. Someone may be asking you to get involved with something because you are a great alibi. Oh. Don't do that. Okay, let's anything else? Yeah. Hey, okay, so fire signs. You have an opportunity to be mature. Do the right thing, even when no one's looking. You have an opportunity to do the right thing, even when no one is looking. For some of you, it might be alerting others even, or saving someone. This might be speaking up for someone. Can be bully energy. You have an opportunity to do the right thing even when no one is looking. Be aware of that. That is angel data. Okay, let's see what's going on in love and lust for the week, for those of you, and I'm only talking to you single people. Fire signs, what's going on for the next 7 days in love and love, lust. Oh, well, you're okay, fire signs. You're still in that mode where you're kind of being complex. I'm not going to say difficult because that's rude, but you have high expectations. So this can be fantasy mode. But you got your freedoms, right? Even if you don't practice or exercise them, you have them. So there's that. So anything beyond that is really up to you, okay? I feel like you might be just in a place of chillax. I'm not going to say healing. I'm going to say chillaxing, because you don't want the bullshit. You don't want any sneaky deakies coming through. Feels like, I don't want to say combative, but could be ready to be combative if need be. Also, fire signs, somebody has somebody coming through next week. Over this week, it is Sunday when I made this reading. Okay, Sunday. Today's Sunday. Somebody's coming through to see if they can have another little go round with you. They come in with good conversation, though. I do think if they got within your space, you'd be open to embracing them. But if they don't have the right dialogue, maybe not. You might be a little bit confused when they come back, because it may come back pretty swift out of nowhere. If you are interested in entertaining the lust, don't ask questions. Don't be asking a whole lot of questions, right? Like, don't. It feels like someone would like to come back through. And if you would like them to come back through, don't be bringing up the past. I don't know. It feels like that is a quiet fear of whoever this person is. Like, they totally love for you to go forward, take advantage of the moment, seize the opportunity, Lord. Somebody wants you to be as thirsty as they are for a quickie, no strings attached. Yeah, it's all in reverse. I'm really trying to say nice things here, but I can only go so far. So when they come back through, be aware that they will be a little bit anxious. So if you have time and energy for a rerun, another cycle of that, don't expect anything, don't mention anything from the past, enjoy yourself. And remember, it's furniture. This can be, furniture identifying itself, wanting to know if you're interested, and putting it, up on your shoulder and taking it back inside for another go around in your living room. So the couch doesn't want to talk about the past. Okay? So you have to act like it's a bit of a new couch. Okay, anything else? Everything's in reverse. I don't like this. Understand, if you invite this energy back in, they don't care. So again, I need to stress that one more again. It's furniture. It was outside when you decided to take it back in. Okay? So whatever it left with, whatever sticky gum underneath and rips and tears and whatever stuck on top that you can't explain, that's still there. Okay? It's still there, so don't be bringing it up. The balance in this return lies comfortably in accepting the imbalance. Okay. Okay. Let's move on out of that now. Let's see what your money's like. Fire signs, money. Guarded. Do not spend emotionally next week. Do not spend emotionally. It's not a good reason. Don't let anybody talk you into putting yourself in the negative. Get that. Do not make emotional purchases. Protect your funds. Protect your funds. Take care of what needs to be taken care of. Limited spending. You may also need to, this may be for, saving for unexpected car things, travel things. Yeah, okay. So save your money, guard your funds, purchase what you need to, not what you want to. Watch it. Do not emotionally spend money. Let's move on from that. Air signs. What's going on in your world next week? Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. What's going on with you next week? Well, there you have it. All right, so we get the swords here. All right, we get the King of Swords. Right off the top, I would say there's the air stuff right there, okay? I get the energy of acceptance that something isn't working for you. This could be connections, can be work, can be living situations, but something is not working for you. Air signs. Something isn't working. You may be feeling feelings of anxiety, separation. Can be new territory for some of you too. Be aware of holding on to situations that you know you need to let go of. Somebody is obsessive, combative. It's not working. Be aware of that. Oh. Be aware of avoiding or others avoiding you, air signs, as a way of dealing with things. It can happen. Now, air signs, you may be avoiding. You may be avoiding based on bad energy, bad data. It feels like the energy of someone's plan not working out. Someone needs to get a grip. Ooh. Okay, air signs. You might have some complicated furniture or furniture awareness you have to deal with at this time. Someone may be trying to move against you. On the other hand, someone can also be plotting, getting bitter because they're not getting what they want. Advice. Be aware of having to protect your energy from others who are selfish. Selfish with time, selfish with energy. For some air signs, you may also need to be aware of your own selfishness. There may be someone who's rejecting, in rejection mode. It may not be clear to the crazy people, but you got to do what you got to do to protect your energy. So be aware of that. Let's see what's going on in love, air signs. Six of Pentacles. Be aware of someone who wants to connect, but there's strings attached to it, right? Someone may want a connection, but that's not how it works. It's a connection based on someone wanting to control you. And it's all going backwards. All going backwards. This is somebody who is a negative person and they don't realize that about themselves. Air signs, you may know that about them. Hopefully you do. Not everybody realizes the negative impact that they have on others, and sometimes they don't care. But when you recognize that, you do have to protect your energy. You should. And I don't really think that needs to be explained. You might have to be putting yourself into a secure situation mentally. Just going for what feels comfortable for you, focused on yourself. But there is somebody who wants your attention. And if it's an energy that has lied, played games with you in the past, if there's a reason they ain't in your life at this point and they want to come back to give any type of control or be deceitful or dishonest, whatever, you shouldn't do it. Everything's coming out in reverse. What's up with this? Guides and goddesses, air signs, be aware of someone still attempting to make an offer that still shouldn't be accepted, isn't wanted. You just have somebody who is okay. Air signs, there is somebody who just really can't take no for an answer. It's called a stalker. Be very aware and careful of letting old, uncontrolled, no self-control energy or people that play games. Be aware of letting them back into your space. They do seek that which does not make sense because their brain may not function well. Let's see what's going on with finance. Nope. Okay. Sorry for the air conditioner. I'll speak a little bit louder. What's going on with finance? Air signs. Ooh. Aha. Well, this is always good, air signs, being creative and active next week. Oh. Air signs, if you're an artist of any kind, you will be getting some of them their cosmic downloads, aka creativity from the cosmos. Because of a bad situation, one of you has something artistic inside of you that needs to come out. Energy coming in. This may be from someone. This may be getting news or talking to someone that brings back old memories. But they are worth creative output. It happens for. So it's like blending old experiences, explaining what happened, the lesson and the blessing. Hopefully it's not about drugs, but it could be. Yeah. Hey. Okay, air signs. Somebody's got a past that wasn't really great, and you can do something artistic with it. Next week, you're reminded of it. The reminder happens because it's supposed to generate that output. This is Okay, what I heard is your third eye, awareness. Yeah, you're the source. You're the source. Wow. And wisdom coming out of chaos. Your journey is to be documented. I don't know if it starts next week or it needs to be added to next week, but you do get a download. Okay. Ooh, it's not there yet, but it's coming. Okay. Anything else? Air signs, finance. Who knew? Whatever this creation is, it surprises others. They. Okay, I'm going to stop there because I don't want to ruin this. But you got, oh, be aware, okay, whoever's gift this is, be careful who you share it with. Make sure you share it with those who need to hear it. Some of those who are close to you might get bitter over it because it's a download they could never have access to. Oops, let's move on out of that one. Okay, earth signs. What's going on with you for the next week? Oh. Oh my. Okay. So you might not be feeling your best next week. This may be someone you might have wanted. We'll clarify what this is. This can be an offer, a connection, a response from someone that you wanted, not getting it. And this can be having to look for the maturity in a situation or in someone. This can be someone promising something and not coming through with it, and you're waiting for it. They're being childish about it. Yeah, okay. Earth sign, somebody might have made you some promises. We gonna do this, you gonna do this, it's gonna be like that. They may not come through, so be aware of that. Feels like also be aware of being pushy, is what I get. Whatever this offer is, it certainly controls your movements, your next plans. So it could be hold up, waiting for someone to come through. Be responsible and fair and balanced with you. Somebody made you an offer, and so let's see what else. Could have been an offer for work. Something's for security, money. Unfortunately, could have been someone being a little bit controlling, manipulative, controlling the time is what I heard. Be aware of waiting for someone who is just being a very negative person waiting on someone to do the right thing. I get the energy of like waiting on someone to be fair and balanced with you, right? Waiting on someone to offer you a job. They said they're going to call you in a week, but when you talk to them, they were a total douche. They were a total douche when they told you that. Okay. Earth signs. Let's go to your finance. I feel like I need to go there first. Yeah, okay. Finance, earth signs. Yeah, okay. Be aware of waiting on somebody to come through. Like they should. That's not how it works. What's that? Might be waiting for someone to make some imaginary moves or fulfill a promise. And they know that you need it. I just heard it's my money and I want it now. What? Okay. Advice. Ooh. Love falls out. Advice. Advice, seeing the situation for what it is. This can be letting a situation become a problem, even though it's something that revealed itself to you in its purest form before. This can be a person who showed you who they was before. Maybe you didn't believe them. Earth sign, someone may be dealing with the result of entitlement. You guys, Earth sign, somebody might have some trouble, might have some issues that they're having a difficult time getting out of, getting to what you want. So there may be a time of confusion next week. But it's happening because of growth. So this can be, watch your harsh levels with others regarding lessons that you are going through. Earth signs, be aware of not fighting. I do get this energy of just being in a bad mood and ready to scrap, feeling scrappy. Be aware of that. Be aware of taking your energy out on others. They don't understand it. They see your situation. If you're having financial situation hardships or anything like that, and you're just in a funky mood next week, be careful. Others around you don't understand it. And they're taking it as if you mean that, and you might just be not in a good mood right then. Ooh. Be aware of coming across as mental next week. So watch who you go off on. What makes this clear for us? Yeah, watch your energy next week, Earth signs. You might just be deep in thought and the wrong person walks up to you and you just snap. So be aware of that energy. Be aware of snapping somebody's head off, and you're going to have to apologize, and you know you don't want to do that. I'm going to want to do that, and you're going to have to, so don't, yeah. Watch your energy. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on in love. Earth signs. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Mm. You're enjoying your freedoms or making plans for it. I don't think you've told anybody about that. You might be comfortable with yourself, but this feels like a bit of pickiness, right? Feels like being very selective at this time as you move through the cabin of love and lust, airplane love and lust. Be aware of all the baggage you got next to you because you're bumping into people. Be aware of that. But it does feel like new opportunities present themselves for you if you would like to enjoy them. Yeah, King of Wands here, just putting that out there. Some of you are leading the pack. And you are putting forth a king-like energy. So others see it. You got options. You got options to say the least, okay? Very selfish energy is what I'm saying. And none of that, I guess. Okay. Just be aware, though. What are you holding on to? Maybe holding on to past anxieties. Again, I do get the feeling of unchecked baggage. I hear something about being a runner. Someone may be into fitness, a runner, or you just might run once things get too personal. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, clarify. Okay, be aware of, though you may have options, there may be someone that you do take interest in, but because of a bad choice, you feel denied about that. That can be some of your baggage. So be aware of that. You may feel at a distance from someone you had a connection with. An old lover, someone that you might like to connect with, but again, this is baggage. Earth signs, you do still have an opportunity to reconnect with the past, but it feels like the offer isn't really being made. Someone can be choosing to be excessive elsewhere, entertain what's available as opposed to going towards what they want or something more ideal or calm or peaceful or whatever. Let's get some advice for those who do want to go back. No? Okay. For those who have trouble going backwards with the baggage, what state of mind do you need to be in? You need to be out of the games. No live action role player stuff. It has to be a desire to create balance, right? This comes with communication. So it feels like what resolves things is no longer being angry, bitter, and quiet. Okay? The anxiety doesn't dissipate. It builds because you might encounter more situations like that to build upon. So it's the energy of someone, earth signs, if you are considering the past or aware of your baggage, be also aware of not going back to resolve any of that. And Second message, someone's in a relation that may be in its devaluation stage. Be aware of that. Identify. Somebody may begin taking selfish actions more to benefit the self. There's power play here twice. You may notice this. Okay, as the devaluation stage is going on, someone is expressing sensitivities, hypersensitivities, being annoyed, being a little more aggressive. Somebody may be more work-focused all of a sudden or freedom-focused all of a sudden. They can have their mind on their money and their money on their mind. This can be somebody who suddenly has problems when they didn't before. Fake problems. Again, someone very focused on self or hanging with the group. Someone's connection has reached its devaluation stage. Earth signs, if you're expressing any of that energy either way, it might be, this is severe baggage, okay? So be aware of that and whether you want more of it. Okay, if you don't want more of it, you might want to stop it. That's the week ahead. Water signs. Water signs, what's going on with you? 7 days. Water signs, what's going on with you? 10 days. Getting some knives out of our backs, are we? I don't like that in the These look scary to me now. Next week you might be feeling defeated in love. This can be a rejection of an offer. This can be a connection that breaks up. It can be discussions of things not moving forward. It can be someone taking back their offer or just not putting anything into it. Someone feels like they've given to the point where they're out of balance. Give until they have nothing to give left. State of weakness, okay. Advice. Advice. Well, these are the seeds of resentment that I can see. Feels like needing to deal with a situation. Now, if this is a breakup, make sure you are not gathering seeds of resentment. You can protect oneself naturally, but it feels like awareness. There is great levels of success in realizing the situation and moving on. It can be greater later. And the universe may even be encouraging you to do so. The encouragement may come from an unexpected message that pulls you forward out of that, unhappy version of self. So be aware of hiding yourself, holding back, not moving yourself forward into the new world. If you're still sulking over a breakup, that's not an excuse to sit around sad. It's not. You can still take a bubble bath, or you can, you don't have to buy anything. You can go walk around a mall or plant a garden. There's other things you can do that require your focus. Better things to do that require your focus. Instead of sitting in confusion about which way to go towards the self. Because there's a new opportunity here. And it's an opportunity for some that you might think you've lost. I do get the energy of needing to let go of one thing so you can get to the new stuff, though. Right? But it feels like you literally do have to let go. Like, okay, I'm ready to go forward. And it has to be felt. It has to be expressed. And then the universe brings it into you pretty quickly. But you got to let something go before it gives you more gray hair. This feels like really moving with intention that can be seen and can be visualized. That you're ready for the next step. Even if that next step is just being by yourself. Healing comes when you decide. So the next turn of the wheel is your own, but it is onward and upward. Okay? There's that. So there's working on self, just focused. This person here is very focused on what they're doing. They're not turned around looking at the past. They're focused on building and improving self. At the bottom of the deck is the family card. If this is about love, life, and all that stuff, and you're going through a breakup, and that person's not for you, and you're ready to move forward with even just peace and comfort, you have to do that, right? And you're going to have to be so strong that you're ready for these tests. Because the universe is going to test you. So you need to get your strength up. Okay? Let's clarify the message coming in. The message coming in is about an ending. I see paperwork. I don't know if this is divorce or something of separation that is in print. And it's a full awareness of a situation. You can now fly. You're free. But there's still those emotional chains. Okay. It really does feel like you have to move forward, though. Earth signs. Can be an earth sign. Nonetheless, if it's not an earth sign, it's about your money and the things around you. Growth. The moolah, your strength, the endurance that you already have, right? Just strengthening self. Because you do have tests coming. So strength is a thing. Make sure you stay that way because yeah. Because there's going to be some attempts to slow down your freedom, slow down your peace, mess with your head. And you have to be strong enough for that, and you already are, so there's that. But, you know, you can always hit the emotional gym, strengthen the emotional muscles a little bit. Because it does feel like someone playing on your fear that you won't make it without them or that you're not strong enough to do something. Man, look. Right. What they don't know, what you forgot for 30 seconds is you were carrying them all along. You are the link and not the weak one. You're the link that holds it all together. And without you, they got to find out the rest of that. But you're working on your strength, working on building and improving self for next week. Your money. So keep an eye on that. That's your focus. Let that be what drives you. Because it does feel like someone testing the money. Now, this can be debt also that needs to be taken care of. And figuring out who's responsible. Clarify. Also, water signs, next week somebody may show you their ass or show you their cheapness. This doesn't feel like a major thing, but it does. I mean, so what I saw was an image of people sitting at a table, like a group of people. Maybe this could be work, lunch, something, and someone reveals their cheapness. I don't think it's that you have a problem with it. I think you just hadn't imagined. Because it puts you in a position where you have to do the right thing on behalf of someone else. Someone who should have met you halfway, been fair and balanced about it. Somebody who should have been even, and they're not. It feels like the energy of people going out and, maybe somebody just had water, so maybe they just had water and like one plate of food, and they don't think they should have to pay at what everybody else paid. So be aware of being taken advantage of to some degree, but you go along with it anyway. You keep your emotions to yourself. You're not happy about it. You think they are sad. You're not sad. But your ass is guarded for the next time. Be careful who you talk shit to about that too. Okay? Oh boy. Yeah, some of you might want to gossip about it and have a cruel laugh, talk trash about somebody. It's not necessary. I don't know if I do that. Because other people are going to hear it. Yeah, and you just look crazed. You look like a gossip artist. I don't know. It's not grace. No, so I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying it's looked at in a certain way. And maybe because you might not be remembering at that time that you might have done something similar that got the same type of response. Yeah, so be aware of your own trash talking next week, because others can connect you to similar behavior. Okay? It's almost, I hear somebody saying both of y'all do the same thing. But they're not going to say it to you. They're just going to listen to you be a gossip. So be aware of that. Okay, control. Be aware of someone trying to control your destination, where you're going. Be aware of someone trying to... Oof. Okay. This ain't gonna make no sense. Next week, be aware of somebody trying to stop you from going somewhere. They try to stop you by starting a fight. What are they afraid of? Someone might be afraid that you're going to go out and be somebody all the way different, be a bad version of yourself. Forget that you are connected. This might be for people involved. So somebody might be trying to stop you from going out, and they may try to start that by picking a fight, showing their butt to you. They don't like the connections you're going towards. Advice. can't give advice. Somebody, okay, and let me tell you why I can't give advice. It's almost like having somebody who always thinks you're cheating every time you go out the door, or if you're in the bathroom for too long. Someone's just paranoid. That's just how they think. They always think that way. So what advice can you give? But just be aware that somebody's picking a fight to stop you from going where you want to go. You might be closed off to it. I don't know. Be aware of reacting as opposed to responding. Ew. Yeah. Be aware of somebody's emotions on high. I also get the words containment mode. Clarify. A side message. I hope this ain't nobody water signs. I hope this is no guide or guidance. Maybe you got to help a friend get through this. Somebody over the next week is going to have a fight. It's going to be overheard. There's going to be some type of involvement, perhaps with the wee. And even though somebody's in the right, somebody's going to fake like an angel, take the position of an angel. What they're really trying to do, what they really just wanted to do was stop you from going out or stop someone from going out. Feels like it turns into things with the police and somebody being contained because of what somebody says. Being selfish. Ooh-wee. So be aware of getting into arguments with people knowing damn well something bad can happen. It costs money. This is a loss of funds, loss of value. Yeah, can be messing with work. So just be aware of not engaging the ones who really are just trying to control where you're going out the door, because it leads to a big fight. And I don't feel like it feels like someone from the outside calls for help, thinks that there's more chaos than it really is, can hear the fight, and makes connections from a distance. Ooh-wee. I think that's it. Anything else? Anything else for water signs? Next week, anything for the water signs? Okay. Don't expect stupid to fix itself is really kind of what I hear. I know there's a miracle here, but it feels like don't overextend yourself for people who've already shown you that you should protect yourself from them. It feels like hoping for the best in someone or in a situation, but that situation or that someone has already showed you what they are and what they're going to be. So be aware of be aware of doing things that you say help someone, but it's really selfishness of self. It feels like blind selfishness. Like I know it's not right to pick up a grizzly bear when I'm driving down the highway, but that grizzly bear had his thumb out, so it had to be smart, right? Looked a little bit thin, so maybe it was on a diet. It wasn't hungry. But that bear sure had his thumb out. It was hitchhiking. So I picked it up. I thought it was an intelligent bear, right? Expecting a miracle, but having literally just watched 100 episodes of Animal Planet when animals attack. And so there's a reincarnation with stupid. Now there's stupid stuff coming around again. You already seen it. So be aware of needing or accepting or being okay with allowing a little subtraction. Not inviting subtraction back into your life. Okay, that sounds good. That felt rough. Any good stuff for water signs? Good. Full of mystery. Oh, okay, good stuff. Something you avoid, something you would have been normally curious about. This is growth. Oh, you let something go. Okay. You let something or someone go. There's a major growth cycle here that happens. And it may involve someone who was in the past felt entitled to your energy and attention. Oh, wow. It is higher self data. And it's something that may cause a little bit of sadness, or maybe it did for a time in others, but you guys have an opportunity to get a bit of an ego boost. Quietly unto yourself, please. There is, over the next week, an opportunity to experience the God of the higher self. Can't be not taking nobody's shit. I just heard Mama don't take no mess. You could just be pushing back on somebody who formerly had total access to you. They don't expect that. And it messes with their self-esteem. Oops. Somebody stops dealing emotional crack. Somebody stops dealing emotional crack. Congratulations. You're still gonna have crackheads though, don't forget that. The crackheads will still be around looking to get some of that quick, fast, cheap emotion out of you. But if you're no longer selling it, bravo. Golf clap. You just may be over it completely. You may just have that feeling of not wanting to return to old, useless people, situations, emotional crackheads. Yeah. You can let go of that. I feel like you get an opportunity to do that, or being reminded that that power still exists. You have strength enough to do so. Bravo. All right. If you enjoyed this message, please like, comment, and subscribe, or just whatever. And whatever that is, don't worry about it, huh? I wish you all a great week. I will be doing some more readings during the week as well. And as well. So are you. You are well. See you next time. Bye.